Hey, friends and family. Hey, loved ones. Hey, just wanted to get on here and share a few things while my little sweet pea is sleeping. And just receiving some amazing things. So wanted to pop on and share, and also wanted to start to make this a daily practice, whether it's like 5 minutes showing up or 2 hours, whatever that gets to be. And however it will unfold for me and we. And so, just feeling really super inspired and really connected and really supported and blessed and loved and held in all things. And so it was this message coming back again to me. I am willing to embrace the extremes of my life. I'm willing to embrace the extremes of my life. I am willing to embrace the extremes of my life. And so, it is that pendulum squeeze. I was going to say pendulum squeeze, but pendulum swing. I'm seeing more into that. And so I've been having a lot of anxiety coming up for the last month, but just kind of making the room and making the space for it to be there. And the feel kiss flow of allowing it to be there, kissing it from the inside and allowing it to move freely through me without attaching to it or telling me or telling myself it's wrong or that, I shouldn't be feeling that way. Just allowing it. Oh, hello, there you are. Thank you. And letting go with love. And And so yesterday I felt like very oddly calm and just really relaxed. And so that was very cool. And so I was like, okay, I embrace the extremes of my life, and just kind of seeing into that and feeling like really super appreciative of that calm and peaceful state within myself. And then, receiving and perceiving certain synchronicities around all that. And so I had some awesome cards come up in the last few days because I've, received all these amazing new Oracle decks. I've been playing with them and looking through them and super enjoying them. And I also received a couple new books for my birthday. And I just opened one of them today and I was blown away by all the beauty and all the wisdom and all the love in it. And how it all is in divine timing and divine order, and just like blown away by this play and this treasure hunt and this game that my soul helped to create for me to play and for me to learn myself and to unify like all things within me. And so I wanted to share just a couple things I received today and yesterday and the day before. At cause, the I am presence, self-realization, liberation, emanation. I am here to love the shift and to love the shit out of myself. The ocean in the deep. Oh, the ocean and the drop in the ocean. I am here to love, to be loved, to share love, to be loved, giving and receiving as one. Owl, seeing through deception and personal integrity, a healthy, whole sense of self, connection and interconnection, independence and interdependence, fullness, wholeness, the self in relation to the whole, maturity, sovereignty, responsibility, trust, and deep knowing, joy and harmony, creativity and generosity, ruthless compassion, and holy law. Sometimes the bigger the lie is, the easier it is to convince others to believe it. Or sometimes even ourselves to believe it. So what have we been taught to believe about ourselves? Like that's probably the biggest lie of our whole lives, buying into that bullshit lie. So what have we been taught how we've been taught to see ourselves, and how have we been taught to see nature as separate and disconnected, and random accidents and inconvenient burdens, just another mouth to feed, and a victim-slave mentality. So this is the real self-deception and the effect of forgetting. So there is the cause and there is the effect. And when we're at cause, we are like in that deep knowing of our eternal self while we are in this brief, mortal, temporary existence. At cause, like remembering who we really are, knowing that we're connected to everything, and we have that source within us. Self-realization, I am one at peace within me and we, a deeper experience with and through the self, within the whole self, for all I am, through all I am, for all of me and we, for all, all beings. And let's see. I'm willing to take small steps in conscious actions because it was all about, in my reading from the Divine Feminine Oracle, there is a lot of themes around action, taking action. Like now it's time for action. And so I'm willing to take small steps and conscious actions to create a whole, well, truly filled, authentic life, wholly interconnected, well, happy, centered self, coming home to my true full self, welcome home, whole being. And so then I flipped open the Sophia Code and I flipped open to chapter 8, and that was all about green Terra and so many other things. And I'm just blown away. I read the last half of the chapter because I had opened to page 1. Oh gosh, I didn't write it down, but I'll bring that and share that next time. But that was amazing. And then I opened up another book that I had received by Colette Baron Reed, and it was The Map. And I flipped open to the magic, the chapter about magic, and it was in between pages 155 and 159, and it was all about noticing the magic in your life, which was really cool because, I've been playing with magic and seeing the magic and being the magic. Yeah, playing with magic. And noticing all of the magic all around me and within me, and how it is such a magical place to be. Yeah, in the present. And so I had, when I was looking at my new book, The Mystical Shaman Oracle, by Colette Baron Reed and Alberto Villaldo and Marcela Lobos. There's a couple cards that came up that I hadn't shared yet, and one of them was magic, one of them was Wild Woman, the Ancient Ones, and the Rainbow, and the Blade. And so I went back to Wild Woman today just to take a look at it, and I'm going to share that entry in just a minute with you. So noticing the magic. I am willing to embrace the extremes of my life, fall into my arms, Wild Woman, ruthless compassion, and green Terra, liberating the true whole self. Snail medicine, the snail shell and the spiral, baby steps and joy, novelty, curiosity, wonder, awe, and innocence, unself-consciousness, humility, faith, strength, and grace, creating heaven on earth from within. Sophia Christos. So green Terra, my soul informs my every step. I do what my heart compels me to do. What does my soul want me to take action on right now? She is deep compassion in action. When we are devoted, this is my Bago. When we are devoted to what we love, courage is what commitment bestows to us. What am I committed to with my entire being? I'm committed to my life with my entire being. I'm committed to love with my entire being. I'm committed to growth with my entire beating, my beating heart. I'm committed to service and authenticity and being true to what I love and serving all I love with my entire being. And letting go of how I think that is supposed to look, seem, or be. So Wild Woman from the Mystical Shaman Oracle. The essence. When the Wild Woman dances into your reading, she reminds you of the essence of authenticity and freedom. Divested of all social constraints and cultural conformity, the Wild Woman holds up a mirror to your essential self. The Wild Woman holds up a mirror to your essential self, the true essence of who you are and who you're meant to become. She is a reminder of the bright light within each of us that gets dimmed by the restrictions imposed upon us by the expectations of society. And then maybe we take those expectations on and we're putting all that on ourselves, and that's where the performance pressure comes from, and the stuckness, because it's hard to move through those things when we're so restricted and we're holding on to so many things. So She is a reminder of the bright light within each of us that gets dimmed by the restriction imposed upon us by the expectations of society. She reminds us that in order to be fully present to life, we must uncover the light and let it shine brightly, regardless of the perceived consequences. So it's like, oh, that was a good message for me to receive, because sometimes it's like, but how are they going to see me? And it's just like, I just get to let that go and just be willing to be seen as whatever they want to see me as, or whatever they choose to see me as, or whatever I'm helping reflect back to them, instead of taking it personally or seeing it as wrong or judging it as bad or uncomfortable or not ideal. Because there's a part and a place for everything. And so it's not up to me, like how other people choose to see or receive or perceive me and my energy, or their own lives and their own choices and possibilities. So the invitation is, when the wild woman comes to dance in your reading, you're invited to shine brightly and to know that your true self is being called out to engage the world. This is a symbol that your long-held dream and beginning to take root wants to be expressed. This is a symbol that your long-held dream is beginning to take root and wants to be expressed. Your authentic self doesn't fit in a box. It needs the freedom to shine. It's time to have courage and step into the light. The wild woman says, shine brightly, dance with abandon, be yourself, and let the great spirit decide what happens. You'll be happy you did. Thank you, wild woman. The medicine. Excess for its own sake is a sign of imbalance. This is a warning that you may be trapped in obsessive thinking or behavior, looking for release in places that will never provide it. Let go, lest you become like the hungry ghosts of Chinese Buddhist lore that can never be fulfilled. True release comes from trusting the fluidity of life, understanding that just as a river needs its banks to flow through, so too do you need boundaries around your thinking and behavior. Now is the time to simplify, be mindful, and connect to that light within. So that was super amazing too, because I've been looking at that hungry ghost, because that hungry ghost played a huge part in my life because of, my belief that I couldn't choose what I wanted to for my own soul. Because,
Hey, good morning, everyone. Kay here on my homestead in
goodness,
Tennessee. It's been a
that's
few
kind
weeks
of
since we
strange.
had.
My phone randomly starts to play a video. Okay. So, yeah, been playing with the hungry ghost and looking at those things where I have substituted or replaced certain things because I didn't believe I could create a soul-made life for myself and let my soul take the lead. And so I chose the artificial and the convenient and the comfortable and the known and the familiar and all of that. And so I realized too, I was, pretty upset with myself for doing that. And letting like a lot of that stuff go. And knowing that it was right for me and my own journey and my own learning and my own homecoming, coming back to me. So I know there's probably a lot more to share, but maybe I'll just keep it short and sweet for the time being, and wish you all well on your own journey, and just, wishing you well wherever you are and wherever you happen to be, wherever you get to explore, whatever you get to free for your own self and your own whole being. Okay, I love you and thank you for listening. I'll talk to you later. Bye for now.